Hello and welcome back to the Imperium, my friends. My name's Kalan and this is Suspicious. Our base in Rimworld with our halfway house home away from home. Currently being updated with some sandstone walls because this is a massive fire hazard. We've got a decision to make, or rather, we had a decision to make. Whether or not to caravan from our base Suspicious all the way up to the landed ship. And on the way we'd be destroying certain towns and villages and utilising our skills. Or commit to the cult. I've only recently found out that there was game ending spells. We've been devoted to the cult for a long time. We have a fucking amazing temple. And it's only just become clear to me that there are certain spells that, well, end the game. Do something. I'm not really sure. We have to repay our debts, or we have to awaken Cthulhu. There are other spells in this list for the different deities. And I think we're going to go. I know it's been ridiculous because we've spent so much time getting all these bionics together and all this gear together to then say we're not going to go in a caravan. But it just means we're really, really well prepared for a fight. If we awaken Cthulhu and we're attacked by a whole manner of different people, because I imagine it makes an enemy of every single person on the planet. If they're like, they're summoning an elder god to wipe out humanity, then they're going to come at us. And we have so many good guns and like defensive equipment to hold them off. We're going to do it. We're going to get ourselves a prisoner. So we have to wait a little bit of time to get a prisoner, because I'm not sacrificing one of our own team. We're going to get ourselves a prisoner. We're going to summon Cthulhu. Or awaken him. Or it doesn't even really say what you do at this point. You just awaken him. The effects are unknown. To do that, of course, we do have to retrieve people from the halfway house. We're going to leave the halfway house open, because potentially it won't be game ending. Maybe it's only game ending if you lose. I don't know. We'll find out. But we're going to leave the base here whilst transporting everyone home to prepare for the defense. Prevent United Front! No, don't die, Sparrow. Scarlet, get out of there! Ah, no. Well, that could have gone better. Definitely could have gone worse, but Christ, that wasn't great. Amazingly, during that raid, we didn't lose any limbs. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Colonists Gator and Kurz had a social fight. The two bloody EMP grenade people, I'm not sure why they were fighting, but Kurz just destroyed Gator's leg. You fucking kidding me? You waste of space. Oh, holy shit. You got a transport pod drifter? Capture. The hell? From the crossbows, so it's a pirate. Must have been a raid that had gone wrong. A raid that's gone very wrong, as she's witnessed 5 of her allies' death, night owl and daytime, mind-shattering pain. Wow. She just like, someone was attacking their base or something and she just got out of dodge. Well, Christy, you're in a better place now. A place that knows what's right for you. Sacrificing to our gods. Right, it's been a while. I wanted to make sure the halfway house would be around in case this ritual doesn't work. And to facilitate that, I needed to basically swap out every single wooden wall for a non-wooden wall, because if raiders come and they set fire to the place, I've learnt if they come and set fire to the place, it all burns to the ground. So what we're going to do is we're going to get everybody ready to go. We're going to uninstall all these batteries so they can't catch fire. We're going to send back all the muffalo meats and all the food with us, along with anything else we think will be useful, and then we're just going to peace out and be back again later if the cult thing doesn't work. Jackie. Good. I think we're all ready to go. We're missing one simple meal. We're fine. Let's go. Okay, the gang is back. Everyone is together. At the start of the new day, we have a ritual to do? Aloes graciously put themselves in the best place possible for this. The temple. See, we've also got one prisoner there just in case. I mean, I have no idea what's going to happen. I assume we're going to get attacked a lot. Well, saying that, I have been building out this section of bridge over here. Our defences are good. They can withstand a lot. But the raids we've been getting recently have been brutal. The swarms of enemies just push past these meager few turrets. So what I'm thinking is actually, instead of just having one angle, like a penis, or a gun, kind of L shape, instead if I were to modify this entryway here and have it more of a slope, so that they don't get through and start attacking the guns, rather they get through to a certain point and they get hit from all angles. And that would mean I'd have more space for mounted miniguns, because generally in the defences I have a lot of melee sitting around doing nothing. And if we could split them up and put more guns out in the field, that would be more effective. I do always get a joy out of seeing everybody in the same base. With so much of this playthrough having had a caravan or a base somewhere else, it's just nice having everyone working together in the same location. It means everything's clean. We have the right amount of cleaners, we have the right amount of builders, we have the right amount of anything. Cooks, convincers. It's good. Feels good. A siege has come to stop us at this late hour. Do they not know who we are? Oh, it's the siege here. Fucking in their faces. This is why you build your base out of sandstone and not wood. Although, my only concern is, are they just going to pound my base forever? They've only got incendiaries. They don't actually have high explosives. So unless they hit a key room, which they're going to after a certain amount of time, then it won't do anything. But obviously they're going to at a certain amount of time. They're going to hit this room. They'll hit one of these bedrooms. This is the room that I'm most concerned about. If this goes, all of this goes up. Alright, at what point do they just assault the base? Well, their first hit was a doozy. Directly onto my fabrication workbench. That's a shame. I was hoping that'd survive any sort of firestorm. But with a direct hit, it's just going to be burnt. Yeah, unfortunately, I'd prepared for most things with the halfway house. Batteries going out, or raiders coming in and just hitting things. I hadn't prepared for a siege. I don't really know how you could, especially one that's only got incendiary ammo. I guess it does burn wooden floors. I never really thought about it before. I thought it was wooden walls that went up most. But then again, remembering my old base that went up from a battery explosion, oh, that was close. The wooden floors did get charred. Yeah, okay, in that case the base is gone. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, as you can see, this one outside, this single piece has caught fire and is now spreading to other floors. Alright, the base is doomed. Well, I could drop pots of people in to kill the siege fairly simply, just melee squad directly on top of them. But it's just not worth it. It would be nice if through all this room survived, and this room survived. That's my hope. They're not very large rooms. The rest of it can burn. Oh, no. There we go. It obviously got too warm in there. Alright, I'm holding out a prayer for the geotherm. Even if the wooden floors did burn, they haven't burnt fully. And now they've got a mad Arctic fox on there, or mad Arctic wolf on their tail. Group of Outlanders from the southeast avenue. Covenant. Isn't that the same as these guys? Are dropped right on top of you, attacking immediately. Whoa, that's really bad. They've immediately killed 2 of our cats, which is lovely. I'm just trying to make a firing line. Why is Paul sleeping on the floor there? Paul will sleep anywhere if you give him a chance. Get line cover. They've decided to steal what they can and leave. Oh, have they? Is that in addition to killing all our cats? We should have the edge on them. That's a terrifying gun line. And most of them aren't even firing, they're just trying to steal money, which is not going to help them in a firefight. Inisan is, of course, down, however. They're just running by, and we're letting them, apparently. I can't imagine them making it out. Oh, especially if you go that way. If you're going through the backside there, you might make it. Damn it, we didn't get to one of them in time. Guardian 3's dead. It's very difficult with animals to know who's injured most. On your medical tab, there's no... Oh, there is an animals tab. It's not that difficult. I should have known. Beauty's low and Muffalo 5. God damn it, I didn't even know this thing existed. Muffalo 43 is the only one we haven't tended to, though. Fuck. I just didn't know that existed. God damn it. I was thinking about this. I worked out how to stop a siege. All you do, because they want the resources inside. The game sees a locked door, and it doesn't matter if this is a massive, big underground base with lots of locked doors, or just a wooden base with simple locked doors. It wants to get past those and get to the resources. All you need to do then is just leave those doors open. Hold them open, and they'll walk in and take what they want. As it is, instead they're just going to burn my... it looks like the kitchen's going to go, or the freezer. I'm really hopeful that they just don't bomb until the geotherm's gone. Oh my god, we've got friendlies. Ah, it's 4 people with pistols and ye olde rifles. How will they hold up to... Oh, actually, these guys have just got 1 lever action, 1 caliber, and 1 service pistol. I suppose they've got a bolt action as well. This should be interesting. I mean, they've got sandbags, so they should be fine. Oh, but they are deflecting some of the shells meant for my base. Oh, they are. They're starting to use the sandbags. Molotovs in this weather aren't going to be the greatest. Come on, Northwestern. Oh no, they're in melee with you. Surprised Cass isn't on fire. The Outlanders from the Northwestern are fleeing. Ah, okay. They lost 2 of their... Well, one's down, one's dead. And they're running through the enemy. Great... Oh, great strategic play! They actually just took out Queen! 1 more down for the southeast, and I think they're off. Come on, Northwestern. Just line up on Illenia. Ah, shame. Utter shame. Oh, it looks like they're besieging. They're abandoning their siege. This should be interesting. No, don't destroy the pod launchers. Oh, come on, guys. I should have put them in here. Damn it. In the smartest play of the century, Queen stood on fire to destroy a heater. Genius. I didn't see what happened. Puck and Spork started having a social fight, and then suddenly they're just leaving. They're not fleeing because it doesn't say they're fleeing, but they've exposed everything and left. They've destroyed everything and taken nothing. What did they gain from this? Well, at least the geotherm's still active. Right, so we've been... time has definitely passed on. And as you can see, I'm starting to upgrade our defences. I think this is going to be paramount to our success. I reckon any of those rituals are going to summon some force to attack us. And as I discussed earlier, I wasn't happy with just the complete L shape. It's not worked out as well as I'd liked. So to protect our EMP grenade throwers, we're putting embrasures over these doors. I've taken out some of the wall here to provide more angles for our gun line, as well as giving them additional protection. Also extended the gun line further out, and I'm planning on having it to be more of a sort of flask with a bell bottom end and one entrance at the top. I assume we're going to have sappers who will interrupt us in the normal ways, but this should at least help us against, say, mechanoids, because they were getting quite powerful towards the end. An interesting thought I've just had as well is these doors on the side are great for access, and we certainly need them, but they do make it very easy for the enemy sappers to get in and bypass all our guns. What if, instead of this being a place where it funneled down to the back of our area, what if instead that opened up into the main foyer? If I get rid of those walls there, sure, it means that enemies can come forward and then hide behind these walls, but they're not going to get a good position to hide from all our guns. We've got too much of an angle on them. And we can always then send a melee squad round the side to go and attack them. This way, that if they sap, they have to move in to places where they're going to get gunfire anyway. That might be a lot better, actually. Okay, we've got a raid and a combat supplier. The combat supplier has put themselves in the worst place possible. Let's see how big the raid is. Oh, no. Okay. Alright, the raid's here. Hopefully they just take shit and leave. I don't know. It's ridiculous. Literally of anything of value. The thing is, I don't understand Rimworld raiders. They go and destroy anything of value, whereas a raider should surely be there to raid, and to raid is to go and steal things. Not just to do wanton acts of destruction. That's more akin to terrorism. Although even that's got its reasons, because they want to spread fear. This is weird. Just take the gold you can go and get. A group of mechanoids from a mechanoid hive have dropped right in on top of you, attacking immediately. That's not great. Admittedly, it wouldn't make a difference if our new defences were completed or not, because they're dropping in right on top of us. Oh, why is it always the silver pile? Why is it my money that gets crushed? Oh, that is a lot of them. Animals? Animals, don't be caught outside. Get inside. There are quicker ways in than directly next to the mechanoids. Crystal. Oh, Muffalo 1. Whoa, they're all scythers. Okay, we can use this. Move closer, guys. Run and gun on. Don't go inside the base. Come on now. There's a whole bunch of guns waiting for you just over here. Get in there, team. Okay, no, we're doing this. This is fine. Okay, I can hear sounds of animals dying. We have this under control. We do not have this under control. Oh, well done, though. No, Victory's dead. Ah, you fuckers. Get in there, team. Melee squad, activate. And range squad too, actually. Oh, fucking nailed it, Roop. Okay, we made it out. Good. No one died apart from the husky. The husky's important. Well, the huskies themselves are important. There's not much we can do about that, though. I've been thinking about a thing. Oh no, that's dangerous. But I want to trial something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a granite door here, replace those with embrasures, and then put a gun in the wall. Actually, oh wow, another raid already? Oh no, this will be the place. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I don't care. Do what you want to the place. If you could just leave the geotherm alone, that'd be great. And then I'm going to put a gun in this wall here. One of these large uranium slug turrets. Put a door there so it can be repaired, and a small amount of ammunition, which is just uranium, in a stockpile here. And I just see how that goes. Because I could have these in the wall all the way through the base. Screw having it in one location. Sappers wouldn't be able to get to us to sap before already being shot by large long-range turrets. It's an idea. It's worth thinking about. You bastards. The first thing you do is go and set fire to the one thing I asked you not to destroy. Of course, Jonas. Classic traitor name. Pirates and crossbows have given up and leaving. They're not even stealing anything, they're just leaving. Oh, it doesn't seem like they're leaving. I mean, there's money to take. I don't understand them. Okay, our new defences are effectively complete. We have a wall cannon here. I've put some more walls and doors behind it because it's... if they want to shoot at this, it detonates, or they get through the embrasure, then it's a very easy way into the base. And so this kind of makes it a little bit more secure. But that gun's all set up. We've got the gun line over here, and we're just deconstructing this large wall. We will have two identical sides, pretty much identical, with which to defend with. And yeah, we'll be ready to sacrifice and kick ass. I'm actually quite happy with how this has turned out. Obviously, it's not fully complete. There needs to be some wall removal here and here, smoothing and this, but it's not bad. And I hope it will perform better than the previous attempt. The only downside, the only quite large downside in all this, is this large overhead mountain that's right here. As you can see at the moment, it's being held up by 4 struts. Normally, when this is destroyed, only a small portion falls down. When, I'm not going to say if, because it will definitely happen. When this gets destroyed in a future raid, we're going to get a sizable chunk of rock falling down. And whilst that might crush enemies, it usually doesn't. And it might provide too much cover for my liking, but we'll find out. I should at this point have enough blocks left up to hold the mountain as it is, but we're essentially... I really kind of want to test out this defense now. This looks pretty fucking badass. Oh, it's almost all lining up together. The planets of the system have aligned. Otherworldly bodies seem to call to your colonists. Is this it? The final defense is in place. The stars are right. It's time for a sacrifice. We have 2 backup prisoners. Just in case. Just in case it gets a bit hairy and we need to call in a cleansing. I really hope this doesn't just end the game instantly, because we've done a lot of preparation. But you never know, it might do. Let's fucking go. Here we are. Cthulhu, awaken, please. What? At the crescendo of the ritual, you feel a great power rising. Your chants increase in fervor and almost seem to multiply in number, as if you can hear petitioners from countless other worlds echo your own chant. In retrospect, you cannot recall quite when you were successful. Time, space, your own sense of self ceased to be of significance. But you know now that the Great One has arisen. Cthulhu is now no longer slumbering in his great city of Rileth. As a being beyond the simply material, his presence and form is manifold. Will you be deemed faithful enough to be worthy of glimpsing his physical embodiment before your mind is ripped asunder? Even now, you struggle to maintain any level of lucidity as the laws by which the universe operates lapse into fantasy. You summon Cthulhu. These colonists were first to be destroyed after his coming. I don't feel that that's appropriate. No, look. Cut the music. Cut the music. Right, that's just not good enough. That's just not good enough. I will not accept that as our end. I want a climactic battle. God damn it. Look, okay, Cthulhu, you're out. Screw that. We have others. Sathogua, Call to Darkness. Let's give this one a go. Oh, we've lost a lot of people. We've lost it. Where have all our colonists gone? Have only some of them been summoned into the void? What is this? Well, obviously Jackie, Simrex, Roop, Scarlet, Tob, Spork, Gulshan and Petrov, you weren't the chosen ones. The stars are right, my friend. Once again, as the congregation continue their chant for what seems ages, the smell of earth begins to fill the air. Then, without a sound, the earth splits apart. Sluggishly, the temple begins to sloppily slide, carried along black muck ever downwards. With greater depth comes a loss of light and the sky above. The walls of earth begin to give way to thick stones and loose bones. A great time passes. They reach their final destination, nested in a mound of skeletons, and the only light is reflected from thousands of ravenous eyes. When the congregation lights a torch, the eyes scatter and leave only the cyclopean, unmoving visage of the great old one Sathogua himself. The silence breaks when black ichor wraps around the cultists from above and below. Silent screams bubble inside thickened liquid. After a few moments, the bubbles cease, and silence again fills the void. In time, their now motionless forms will rise again, and the cult will continue to serve. Just not as they had imagined. Ah! Shut up, music! This is bullshit. Spork, Petrov, apparently you don't deserve any sort of internal enlightenment, damnation. You know, I couldn't finish reading fast enough to check. However, I will have read by now, and it will have been up there. You know what? This is bullshit. I'll see you guys next week. We ain't finishing on this fucking note, that's for goddamn sure.